Hey guys, it's Shenita with the news, and I'm back with the new video. I need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. Get kinky with that notification bell and turn that thing on. This dang on interview, y'all, with Sheree and Marlo sitting down with Access Hollywood was absolutely dreadful. Okay? Absolutely dreadful. I don't think they've had any media training. Like, terrible interviewing skills. But anyway, I digress. All right. So Access Hollywood shows the trailer, for Real Housewives of Atlanta season 15. Wow, they've been going for 15 seasons. That is amazing. But anyway, the girls were just all over the place, okay? They were literally all over the place, just like that fashion show with no fashions. But anyway, Marlo just keeps saying that the season is like a roller coaster. Sheree and Marlo both were saying it was a very, very crazy season, which I'm sure that is messy and all over the place because according to this trailer, honey, Kandi Burruss wanted to strangle and hit butt folks. All right. So Marlo says that she is a peacemaker this season, which I do not believe. She also admitted that she throws her peach now that she has one. Wow. Sheree talks about accountability within the circle, and Marlo says Kandi needs to take accountability. Okay. They address Kandi being violent, and Marlo also says we never see Kandi fight. So she doesn't understand why Kandi is trying to act like she's going to beat somebody up on camera, child. So maybe Tamar Braxton was right about Kandi Burruss. Do y'all think that Kandi Burruss can fight? Leave a comment down in the comment section. Or do you think that Kandi Burruss is just popping her gums? Okay. I don't know. I think Kandi Burruss might be from the hood. See where I'm going with it? Well, if she ain't going to fight, she definitely got a cousin named Akbar that'll get down and scrap with it. So I felt like they was trying to say that Kandi Burruss was definitely not about that life. Then it turned into a joke, about how freaky Kandi is. Sheree says, maybe Kandi wants to choke her in the bedroom. And I'm like, no, I don't think this is that. I think this is definitely, I'm ready to whip your tailbone. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to get in the ring like Natalie and Tommy. Okay? I want to, you know what? Let's do this. Let's get Kandi and Marlo in the ring. A celebrity match. That would be amazing, right? That would be like a first in Housewives history. Okay? Or maybe we could I'd rather see, honestly, Marlo and Kenya get into the ring. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see that. But yeah, I don't feel like that Kandi and Kenya are getting along with Marlo and Sheree. So you already know. It's team against team this season. All right. I love how Marlo is acting like she's not violent. She doesn't fight. Like that's not who she is, you know what I'm saying? When allegedly, according to Kenya, Marlo shanked somebody. All right. So, look at Marlo trying to clean up that image, girl. I see you. But didn't Marlo chase Kenya up the steps last season when they went into the woods? I digress. Anyway, Marlo says Kandi just wants to talk about getting the bag, but she never shows the bad things in her life. I gotta agree with Marlo like that. Like, I feel like Kandi has had a lot of, seasons after the Portia and Phaedra debacle, Kandi has had great seasons after that. So I gotta agree with Marlo there. Kandi has had it pretty easy since then. So I can't wait to see how they make Kandi, show up in her truth. Now, I do believe that Kandi does generally live in her truth, but honey, the only real messy storyline that we have ever really seen Kandi in is the Phaedra and Portia scandal, and also Mama Joyce. And that's getting old and tired. So thank you, Marlo and Sheree, for doing what needs to be done, in my opinion. I'm ready to see Kandi have a different storyline. Sheree and Marlo say that there is an alliance between the girls this season and that Marlo gets picked on. Marlo says Kenya and her will never see eye to eye. Well, we already know that. I don't even see why we're trying to act like or have ever act like y'all were going to be cool. This is why I've always said that Kenya shouldn't trust Marlo. When Marlo came back around and they went to, I believe, South or North Carolina, you know what I'm saying? I had already known then that Marlo was being very, very fake. Okay. And anybody who knows know that Kenya is my favorite. So I was like, Kenya, stop. Don't try to be her friend. She's going to stab you later. But nice little Kenya, try to let the girls, get together, have some fun, and look at it this season. Or even last season, Marlo had her fangs in Kenya. And I believe it's because Kenya is the queen of RHOA. A lot of people don't want to, say that, but she is the face of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Is Kenya screaming at Marlo in this trailer? Because I heard Kenya scream out, "You're not allowed around my daughter." And I'm trying to figure out who that would be towards. Moving on, Marlo talks about dating and going on a blind date. And Sheree says Marlo is always smiling around him. I just don't believe anybody would want to date Marlo. But maybe I'm wrong about that, right? I can be wrong. But Marlo just doesn't strike me as a woman that attracts a lot of men. If she does, it's definitely for some services, allegedly. I wonder if this man is, I think he's definitely probably white. If she shows up with a black man, it's definitely a pay date. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. But that's in my opinion. I do feel like I have never really seen Marlo, other than with Charles, date a black man. And I think maybe that was even for a storyline. Allegedly. So he's probably, the real man she's probably dating is old white, and about to be in a casket in like 5 minutes. Is this man helping with your nephews? I'm trying to figure that out, because why couldn't they go stay with him when you put them out? Anyway, can someone tell me what Marlo's occupation is? Other than renting out thrift store dresses and charging people too much to do that. Like, y'all literally could go down to a thrift store in Hollywood and find most of that stuff. Marlo just kills me. The same person who is refurbishing and selling used clothing to be rented last season had an issue with Kandi donating never worn stuff that still had the tags on it. Like, Marlo is just full of crap at this point. Marlo then brings up Martell and Sheree's fake relationship, allegedly, in my opinion. And Sheree looks like she's lying, period. Just looks like, she's looking at the top of her head for thoughts. Just take a listen.
What are we going to see the relationship play out this season? What are we going to see?
You'll finally get to see me really dating, like, someone, a real guy in person.
Yes, not over the phone.
Can I just say thank God?
I know, thank God. But Martel is a great guy. He's a really good guy. He gets a really bad rap. But he's never shown me anything but, being a gentleman. He's fun to be around. We enjoy each other, and we laugh our butts off together.
That's important.
Why does he get a
So not only were you her storyline, but Martel was hers too.
Yes. Okay.
Does Sheree have a clue? Maybe I should ask Carlos King if Sheree has a clue at how dumb she looks. Because literally Martel has never claimed Sheree. And by the way, I've seen a sneak peek of season 15 and Martel and Sheree. That's a whole nother video, but it's disgusting. All right. It is absolutely. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Jesus. Sheree looks really desperate, in my opinion. Now, Tyrone, you know what I'm saying, made her look stupid and dimmed her peach. Okay. Made her peach juice just come out of her peach just a little bit. And now you're with cheating, stalking, allegedly pressed over Melody Holts. All right. Narcissistic, allegedly, in my opinion. All right. You're with Martel. And so it's feeling like all the things you used to say about Kenya, you were kind of projecting. I'm going to do a Candace. Projecting onto Kenya about buying a man. But this feels like you're definitely taking some of that she buy Sheree coin and giving it to Martel, because we all know Martel ain't got a coin or a builder's license. All right. Like, so many thoughts go to my head when she starts talking about Martel and being in his company. Does he bring his kids over? I don't know. Does he wait out in the bushes before you come out? Like, there's so many things I want to ask. All right. But people aren't asking Sheree the right questions, because here's 5 that I would ask. How do you feel about how Martel Holt has publicly treated his ex-wife and mother of his kids, Melody Holt, and the mother of his child, Arionne Curry? As a DV survivor, which you addressed in a previous season of RHOA and a PSA with Kenya Moore, what are your thoughts on Melody Holt's ability to escape a toxic relationship with the very man that you're currently dating? And you also think about her ability to help other women gain the strength to fight for their freedom from these toxic situations, seeing that you yourself have experienced something similar. Have you witnessed in person Martel Holt showing up as the dad he proclaims to be to the world on TV and public platforms? Since you are dating reality TV star Martel Holt at a time that he is going through this custody battle with his ex-wife, reality TV star and entrepreneur Melody Holt, what advice have you gave him in terms of how to go about handling this case? And if you haven't given him any advice, what advice would you give him at this point? Question number 5. How do you feel about Martel Holt not being able to successfully obtain his builder's license? I wonder how she would respond to those. They talk about Ralph and Drew. Sheree said they weren't showing their truth and their relationship, and Marlo agreed. Marlo said she reached out to both Ralph and Drew and said they were in her prayers. Why does she even have Ralph's number? Anyway, I'm sure she is lying. Okay. All right. So Sheree talked about how she reached out to the OGs to film with her. Kim and Deshaun and Lisa Wu. Also, Marlo was asked how she felt about the OGs coming back, and she was in agreement, saying that she has been around since season 4. Sheree says the ladies enjoyed filming, and we have to stick around to see what's happening. Now, in the Kenya Moore interview, Kenya Moore said that they had a temporary home over at RHOA. You know what I'm saying? So what do you guys think about the OGs coming back? Are you excited? Who's one of your faves? You know what I'm saying? Is it Kim? Is it Lisa Wu? Is it Deshaun? I'm wondering if she was fighting for Nene to come back at all. Or maybe even Phaedra. Okay. Sheree, did you call to see if Nene could come back? Did you make the same calls to see if Phaedra could come back? Marlo is really giving Nene replacement at this point, and I've been desperate to be around these girls since season 4. I wonder if she reached out to Nene. Have any of them? Anyway, Kandi got something in ironclad writing over there, because I've never seen a housewife have to go all the way to Dubai to film. Poor Phaedra. I would love to see how Kandi would react to Phaedra being on the same show as her. It's been years, and wasn't Kandi the one telling Kenya in season 13, I believe, when Nene tried to bust in the head with a popcorn kernel? Okay, wasn't Kandi the one telling Kenya that she should forgive and move on with Nene? But yet, we can't get 10 minutes of Phaedra on this show. Love you, Kandi, but it's giving a little hypocritical. All right. It's more to the story, and we don't know. Moving on. The interviewer asked Sheree about She by Sheree. She said she was working on the brand and working on expanding it. She threw in that she's a new glamour, so she's coming with a baby line. About time she come with the baby line, the baby will be a full-grown adult. Of course, Marlo chimes in, saying it's not easy. The interviewer asked who was the messiest this season. Marlo says she does not like people going back telling stuff if the person wasn't there. Like, she has been throwing that out all through this interview. Who went back and told something and they weren't there? It's always a lot of that. So please, Marlo. All right. Marlo does not know how to interview. I'm telling you, it's terrible. It gives inauthentic. It gives, I'm only sitting here to get this coin because I'm not laying on my back anymore, allegedly. Bravo, get Marlo some interviewing classes, right along with an etiquette class and a parenting class. Marlo asked Sheree if she was the messiest. They faked laugh. Right? Okay, the fake, it's not me. It's not me. I'm not the messiest. All y'all messy. And we all know that Sheree is definitely messy. And low-key, I feel like Marlo really felt like Sheree was the messiest this season. All right. Then Marlo kind of backpedaled after asking Sheree, it wasn't you who was messy. You know what I'm saying? Why you? And why you? Okay, so then Marlo kind of backpedaled and says, well, Sheree does call you out and calls it. So I guess it's not messy. At this point, it's giving desperate, underachieved milk duds. And so that's exactly what they are. But get on and do your part and have that interview, honey. Because we need them checks. Get Kenya Moore her check this season, girls, and do those interviews. How do you guys feel about the interview with Sheree and Marlo? Did you enjoy it? Do you think that the ladies did great, or did they underperform as usual? Are you going to tune in this season? Who's your fave? Are you excited for Cynthia Bailey, Kim, Deshaun, Lisa Wu? OG's coming back. And would y'all like to see Nene come back? I think a lot of people would have threw all of those people coming back out just for Nene or Phaedra. All right. But anyway, I need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave your comments in the comment section. Get kinky with that notification bell and turn that thing all the way on. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.